Okay, so now we are going to start with the project. The first thing, of course, that you need is a hoop like this. So the first thing that I'm going to do is open this up. Yeah, so you detach the hoop like this. Then you take your bit of fabric, put it on the hoop. Now there are two ways of doing it. I'll show you the common way so that you don't get confused. Take this ring without any hinges, take it and place your fabric right so that the ring is in the middle of your fabric. Make sure that you don't leave too much space on the side or too little space on the side. Try to keep it balanced. Then you place the outer ring and on it. So you have placed the outer ring outside of this inner ring. Take the screw and then tighten it. After you have tightened it a bit, you will realize that the fabric is still loose. So what you will do now is start pulling at the edge. You can see fabric is being pulled out. Do it on all the sides. Now you can see that the fabric is taut. You can actually touch and feel that the fabric is taut. And then you screw it tight. Now you have your fabric in your hoop. What we are going to do now is we will be taking our pattern. So place the pattern here and then place your hoop on top of that. Make sure. Now see, I'm using the reverse side. Normally when you stitch, you keep this side upwards. I like to do it the other way around. I like to stitch on this side and then I can reverse it later on. So again, the thing that you have to keep in mind is that you place your hoop in such a way so that you don't leave too much space in either of the places. So now the pen that I'm using it's Pilot Frixon. This is a heat erasable pen. Because you already have a PDF pattern, you can use a normal pen because you will not be required to erase it. For my projects, because sometimes I have to make changes, I prefer using a heat erasable pen so that if there are any mistakes, I can erase them with time. So now we'll outline it. You already have this PDF pattern, so you can easily outline it. If you so wish, you can also draw it per your convenience. You can make small little changes the way you want to. That's completely up to you. I can make mistakes because this pen is erasable. You should be if you're using a normal pen or pencil, you should be slightly careful because later on the lines might be visible from outside of the stitches, or if you attempt to wash them off, that may lead to bleeding of the color from threads. You can choose any design you want. You can look up designs on the internet. The best place to look up designs is Pinterest. I've added a couple of elements to this design so that we may be able to practice a couple more stitches than otherwise. I'll try to squeeze in as many beginner friendly stitches into this design as possible. Also, when you're tracing the design, you don't have to necessarily incorporate all the elements that are available in the PDF pattern or completely emulate them, especially if you're not a beginner and you know bits, because you can always add elements that you like. So this is our basic design. We have already traced it out. Now we'll be using different colored threads and different stitches to fill up this Diya pattern. So this is how you can see. Now normally what you can also do is, now because I like to stitch on this side, if you don't like to stitch on this side, that is the inner ring side, what you can do is you can open up this ring for those of you who would like to do it the conventional way, right? Take out this ring So replace it and then put the ring out and then tighten it. Again, make sure that it's completely stretched out and it's not loose. I find it slightly a bit loose here, so yeah, that's been completely stretched out. Tighten it again, and there you are. There is your pattern, and now it is ready to be stitched.